Hi, welcome to this video where we will be looking at negative numbers and dealing with negative numbers, and specifically looking at the four operations involving negative numbers. Okay, this is from the Maths Genie website and is appropriate for Key Stage 3 Maths and GCSE Foundation specifically, but the knowledge is also appropriate for GCSE higher tier as well. Okay, so it's included with the foundation tier maths and also is needed for higher tier maths as well. Okay, but it's aimed at predominantly for key stage 3 students, so students in year 7, year 8 and year 9 within the UK, okay, within England. Okay, this is question number 1, guys. Okay, work out 5 take away 9. So using a number line, we can work this out. 5 take away 9, guys. Okay, I start at 5 and then I go to the left. Okay, 9. I get the answer of negative 4. Okay, because I'm taking more than I have, hence why I get this minus 4. Okay, think of it as I've got a £5 budget and I spend £9. Now, technically, that's not actually possible, but if we ignore the fact that the bank will allow you to do like a transaction past £0, okay, it would mean that you would owe the bank or the company or whatever £4. Okay, so you would be essentially in that £4 debt, you could say. Okay, this is the second question. Work out minus 7 plus 4. Now, if we're adding, we are making the answer bigger. Now, this is the biggest misconception that happens in maths. If I add to a negative number, it makes my answer less negative, so it makes it bigger. So minus 7 plus 4 is minus 3. Because minus 3 in maths is bigger than minus 7, which I know sounds a bit confusing, but that's how it works. Okay, so the more negative a number is, the smaller it is. Okay, think of it as like minus 10 is smaller than minus 7. Minus 7 is smaller than minus 3. Okay, question number 3, guys. Work out minus 8 minus 10. Well, I get minus 18. Okay. Question number 4. Work out minus 2 plus minus 11. So the plus minus, make that into a minus. Okay, so then I have minus 2 minus 11. Okay, which goes to minus 13. Okay, so it's minus 2 minus 11, which is minus 13, guys. Okay, question number 5. Work out 7 take away negative 9. Well, the two minuses make the sign into a plus or a positive. So it's 7 plus 9, which is 16. Okay, taking away a negative, okay, is the same as adding, okay? Question number 6, work out minus 5 minus 12. Well, the two minuses, okay, which are directly next to each other, make it a positive. Minus 5 plus 12 is 7. Okay, it's the same as saying 12 take away 5, which is 7. Question number 7. Work out minus 5 plus 8. Well, that's the same as saying 8 minus 5, which is 3. Question number 8. 16 take away negative 4, so I'm adding 4. 16 plus 4 is 20, guys. Okay, so hopefully it's making sense so far. Question number 9. Here are 4 numbers. Which one of these numbers, write one of these numbers in each box to make the calculation correct. So something plus something equals a minus 9. Well, minus 5 plus minus 4 is equal to minus 9. Or conversely, minus 4 plus minus 5 would equal minus 9. So there's more than one way to get your answer. Okay, but be careful that I can't use these positives for this question. I can only use these ones, okay? Question number 10. Here are the 4 numbers. Okay, write one of these numbers in each box to make the calculation correct. So it's -7 plus 2, or 2 minus 7. Okay, so, okay, for that one. Or I can have it as 2 plus minus 7. Okay, so that's also correct. And for this one here, I can have it as -4 plus minus 5. Okay, it will still give me the same answer. Okay, question number 11. Okay, two numbers that add to give me -10. Okay, it's got a subtraction now, so I've got to be careful. Okay, it would be -8 take away 2. Okay, so I used these two numbers. Okay, or I could do -2 take away 8. That's also fine. Okay, but I can't have an extra minus there, because then it would make my answer positive. So this box would have to have a positive number, okay, for me to make that -10. Okay, this one I'm trying to make 12, and I've got a minus sign. Okay, so if I do 9 take away -3, well, the minus there become a positive. 9 plus 3 is 12. Okay, so this one's being careful. Okay, noticing your minus signs. If the two minus signs are directly next to each other, i.e. the sign there and the sign here, okay, then it becomes a plus. Okay, if the sign's here, then it doesn't actually make a difference. However, but to make a general positive, you have to have the two minus signs right next to each other. Okay? Okay, we are now looking at question 13, guys. Work out 5 times -4. Now, in maths, if I have a positive number, a positive, times a negative, the sign that I get as my answer is a negative. So 5 times 4 is 20, but it becomes -20 or -20. That's because a positive, okay, so positive 5 times -4. So a positive and a negative, when you multiply or divide, give you the sign, okay, as a negative as your answer. So be very careful and listen to what I said very carefully. Okay, a positive times a negative makes a negative as your sign of your answer. Okay, question 14. -7 times 3. Well, a negative times a positive is a negative. 7 times 3 is 21. The answer is -21. Question number 15. Work out -2 times -6. Well, a negative times a negative and a negative divided by a negative, the sign of my answer becomes positive. 2 times 6 is 12. So negative times a negative makes a positive. Question 16. -4 times 9 is -36. A negative times a positive makes a negative. Question 17. Work out -32 divided by 4. A negative divided by a positive makes a negative. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Okay, question number 18. Work out -25 divided by 5. A negative divided by a positive makes a negative. Okay, 25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay. Question 19. Work out -42 divided by -7. A negative divided by negative makes a positive as the sign of my answer. 42 divided by 7 is 6, guys. Question number 20. Work out -2 times 4 times -9. So taking my time here. -2 times 4 is -8. -8 times -9 is positive 72. Okay, because a negative times a negative makes a positive. Okay, think of it like this. -2 times -9 is 18. 18 times 4 is 72. Okay. There's no need for the plus symbol, but everyone knows it's positive 72. Question number 21. Work out the missing number that would make this calculation correct. 4 times something is negative 12. Well, we know that 4 times 3 is 12. However, it's 4 times negative 3 because a positive times a negative makes a negative. Okay. Question number 22. Minus 10 times 2 is negative 20. A negative times a positive makes a negative. 10 times 2 is 20. 23, okay, negative 6 times negative 4 makes positive 24, okay. Two negatives, when I multiply them together, makes the sign a positive. Question number 24, something times 8 is minus 16, so it's going to be negative 2, okay. Minus times a plus makes a minus. Okay, question 25. Okay, minus 18 divided by minus 2 makes positive 9. A negative divided by a negative gives a positive as the sign. Question 26. 27 divided by negative 3 makes negative 9. Okay. Question number 27. Here is a number sequence. Find the missing numbers to continue the sequence. Well, I'm taking away 5 each time. 11 take away 5 is 6. 6 take away 5 is 1. 1 take away 5 is negative 4. And negative 4 take away 5 is negative 9. Okay, so it's going down by 5 each time. Okay, so I'm subtracting 5 each time. Okay, for that one. Question 28, here is a number sequence, minus 20, minus 12, minus 4. Now here I'm actually adding 8 each time because my answer or the next term is getting bigger each time. So, minus 20 plus 8 is minus 12, minus 12 plus 8 is minus 4, minus 4 plus 8 gives you 4, and then 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay, question number 29. Here is a number sequence. Minus 11 something, minus 3, 1 something. Well, minus 3 to 1, I'm going to add 4. Okay. 1 plus 4 is 5. So going backwards this time, okay, or depending on which way you're going, negative 3 subtract 4 is negative 7, and you can check by saying negative 11 plus 4 is negative 7, okay, for that one. Question number 30, here is a number sequence, find the missing numbers to complete the sequence. 25 to 10, I subtract 15. 10 take away 15 becomes minus 5. Minus 5 take away 15 becomes negative 20. And negative 20 subtract 15, I get negative 35. Okay, this is question number 31, guys. The temperature in Glasgow one day was negative 4 degrees Celsius. The next day, the temperature was 3 degrees lower. Work out the new temperature. Well, it's negative 4 take away 3, which is minus 7 degrees. Okay, if the new day or the next day it's colder or 3 degrees lower, it means it becomes colder. Okay, so it's become colder. Negative 7 is smaller than negative 4, so that's how I know my answer is correct. Okay, so it's negative 4 take away 3, okay, to work out that answer, which is negative 7. Okay, question number 32. The temperature in London at midnight was minus 3 degrees Celsius. By 11 a.m. the temperature had risen by 5 degrees. Work out the temperature at 11 a.m. So it's minus 3 plus 5. Okay, or I could say 5 minus 3. Okay, either way is actually the same sum. Okay, which you know that the answer is 2 degrees. Okay, so minus 3 plus 5 is 2 degrees. Question number 33. The temperature in Leeming at midnight was minus 2 degrees. The temperature at midday was 8 degrees. Work out the difference between the temperature in Leeming at midday and midnight. Okay, midnight and midday. So, I'm going to do 8, take away -2. Now, the difference, okay, in maths, so you are always doing the bigger number, take away the smallest number, or the smallest number, take away the biggest number, okay? Depending on how the question is worded. But I thought I'd start it at midday and then obviously go backwards. So 8 take away -2. Well, the 2 minuses make a plus. So it's 8 plus 2, which is going to be 10 degrees. Okay, so it's got a 10 degrees difference in temperature between midnight and midday. Okay, so hopefully it makes sense. Okay. Question 34. The table shows the temperature in 4 cities on a day in January. City: London, New York, Tokyo, Oslo. Okay, part A. Write down the temperature. Write down the name of the city with the lowest temperature. So the smallest temperature is going to be Oslo. Okay, because that's the smallest number out of them all. Okay, -4 is the smallest out of them all. Okay. Part B, work out the difference between the temperature in New York and temperature in Tokyo. Okay, so it's 5, take away -2. So it's 5 plus 2, okay, which becomes 7 degrees. Okay, so it's 7 degrees temperature difference between New York and Tokyo. Part C, the next day, the temperature in New York has increased by 3 degrees. Okay, work out the new temperature. Well, it's -2 plus 3, okay, which is the same as saying 3 take away 2, which the answer is just 1 degrees. Okay, or 1. Okay, -2 plus 3 is just 1 degrees, guys. Okay. Question number 35. The table shows the temperature at midnight and midday on January the 2nd, 2020 in the 4 cities. Okay, city, midnight temperature, midday temperature. Part A. Write down the name of the city with the lowest temperature, so lowest midnight temperature, so the smallest one. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think it's Murmansk, okay, or Murmansk, okay, because that's -9, which is the smallest. Okay, which city had the greatest rise in temperature from midnight to midday? Okay, so that'll be Budapest, okay, because that's going from -3 to 4, so it's jumping 7 degrees, okay, there is no other difference that is bigger than the 7 degrees jump, okay, so we got Budapest for that one. Okay, sorry about my handwriting, guys, hopefully you can read it, so that one's going to be Budapest. I should delete that A and rewrite it again. Okay. Part C. At midnight, how many degrees colder was Murmansk than Paris? Okay, so midnight. Okay. This is going to be 4 degrees. Okay. Take away -9. Or I could do -9 take away 4, but the thing is, I've got to be careful that the answer to the word difference has to be a positive number. So I can do that, okay. That would give me 13, that would give me -13, okay, but think of the word difference has to be like a positive number, okay, so it's 13 degrees colder in this city than it is in Paris. Okay. Question 36. The table shows the temperature at midnight on the 1st of December 2019 in these 4 cities. Okay, part A. Write down the name of the city with the lowest temperature. Well, it's this first one here. Okay. So that's the answer to part A, okay? With this one here. Part B, work out the difference in temperature between this city and Rome. Okay, so it would be 7 take away -6, okay? Or -6 take away 7, but remember that the word difference has to give me a positive, like, number, okay, positive value, okay, hence why I do the biggest one take away the smallest. I could do -6 take away 7, however, the temperature difference, okay, so the word difference means that we are disregarding the minus sign, okay, so that's why I go with this top one here, okay, but if this second like sum makes sense to you, then that's fine, but remember that the word difference, okay, needs to be like a positive number, okay. Right guys, that's the end of today's video on negative numbers. I thought I'd do like a standalone lesson on negative numbers because there are a lot of misconceptions, okay, about this topic. I sincerely hope you found it useful. I hope you found it informative. If you did, please press like. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and lastly, please click that bell icon so turn on post notifications so you guys are notified of when I upload on this channel. Okay, but that's it for me today guys. Thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye for now.